All right, welcome back, everybody, to exhibitions. We've got more exhibitions, and today's actually a big day because we've got two different exhibitions happening in two different areas. We're watching half of one and half of the other. So we're in New York. We're watching the Garden Cup, which was a tournament that happened, or an exhibition series that started last year. And we're watching Sabalenka Osaka again. They played yesterday. So they played 2 days ago. Kyrgios versus Paul is also a thing, but we're not going to be watching them. We're going to be going over and watching Alcaraz versus Fonseca. Also, not Sabalenka. Pegula and Anisimova is also happening right now. So that's what is happening. By the way, I don't know why Tommy Paul's coming out first. Maybe I mucked this up. Did I mess this up? Is Sabalenka and Osaka playing first? I don't know what's going on. Anyways, so yeah, big day. Big day 10. And then after this, that's pretty much it. We don't have much going on. Next gen finals. Couple of exhibitions before Christmas, but no massive. I mean, Medvedev's playing and Monfils and a couple of big names, but not like the top of the top. And then after Christmas, we have a couple of matches and then we get into the real stuff. So yeah, so these are the last matches we're going to be watching for a bit. Let me see what's going on. Why is Tommy Paul playing? Is there a reason why he's playing instead of Osaka? I don't know what's going on. That'd be really annoying if Osaka and Sabalenka are playing at the same time as Alcaraz. Pegula and Anisimova already started over. We can always just go to Miami. We can always go to Miami instead. Yeah, Carlos is coming up in a little bit. Yeah, because Kyrgios and Paul are coming out first. Did they change the schedule? Did they change it up? I don't know what's with all these animated characters, but okay. Because Kyrgios and Paul are walking out with rackets. Does anyone know what's going on? We might go to Miami. Or are they playing doubles first? What's going on? By Pegula. Sorry, Anisimova already broke Pegula. Is there another exhibition one in China? I don't think so. Like when? Before or after Christmas? I think Paul and Kyrgios are playing first. That's annoying. That's not what I was wanting. Yeah, Kyrgios and Paul are out there. They changed the schedule. All right, we're going to Miami. Sorry. God, that's so stupid. That's all right. Miami's already started. Oh, what? They changed the schedule. It was supposed to be Osaka and Sabalenka first. That's such a shame. Anyways, we'll go to Miami. We'll watch Pegula and Anisimova again. Yesterday was actually a really good match between them. They were both very serious. They've already started as well, so this is great. I'd love to be in Miami. Yeah, me too. Man, that's a shame. I was looking forward to watching Osaka Sabalenka, but hey, why would they put two exhibitions on at the same time is my question. All right. Yeah, we're going to start again. Let's just start again. That's, oh, man, that's so annoying. Anyways. Anisimova's up 2 love. Anisimova's up 2 love already. And then we've got Alcaraz versus Fonseca straight up. Well, actually, no, they've got a doubles and then they've got Alcaraz Fonseca. Sabalenka posted a video with Keegs. She was vibing to rap songs. Cool. All right. 2-0 Anisimova. She is in the lead. Now, they're playing apparently in a baseball arena, I think. Right? Aren't they playing in a... I'm pretty sure they're playing in a baseball stadium. That goes out by Pegula. Now, yesterday, Pegula won in the tiebreak in the third against Anisimova. And she's never lost to her. In three matches, she's won all 3, Pegula against Anisimova. They haven't played for it a year and a half. Yeah, they're playing outdoors in a baseball stadium. All right, backhand slice from Pegula. Into the backhand of Anisimova. Pegula for one on the stretch. Anisimova backhand to the slice of Pegula. The backhand of Anisimova. Pegula backhand again. Down the line, that's a great shot. Anisimova gets it. Pegula. Again with the forehand. Drop shot from Anisimova as Pegula slice. Anisimova volley, but Pegula gets it with a nice volley winner. 15-0. Where's the Garden Cup? Is it Tennis Channel 2? Yeah, they should all be on there. Garden Cup is happening in Madison Square Garden. And last year it was it wasn't. It was Shelton and Alcaraz. And then it was also, I think Pegula played that last year against Navarro. I think that's what I remember. Forehand in there by Pegula. Anisimova, 15-30. Chance to get the double break. 15-30. It's 80 degrees in Miami right now. Ugh. So they're playing, I don't know, maybe they are playing indoors. I don't know. Marlins Park or Marlin Arena or whatever it's called. Wherever the hell the Marlins are playing. Has a roof apparently. All right, Anisimova chance to get the double break. Now remember, it was supposed to be Raducanu. Raducanu was supposed to play these exhibitions against Anisimova, and Pegula came in last minute. So that goes the net by Anisimova, and it's 30-40. So yeah, they're playing at Lone Depot Park. Is that what it's called? Yep. Which is in Florida, in Miami, Florida. It is the home of the Marlins. And has a retractable roof. I think the roof might be shut, but it is dark, so maybe it's just nighttime. 30-40. Backhand return to the backhand of Pegula as Anisimova backhand to the forehand of Pegula. Into the forehand of Anisimova. Pegula backhand on the stretch. Anisimova shanks it wide and we get the deuce. Yeah, so it's been like a tennis court constructed. I mean, what's it with Miami and putting tennis courts on football fields and baseball fields? Like, what are we doing? Why do they play Key Biscayne for like shits and giggles? Why don't they do that? Why don't they go back to the proper Miami court just for fun? Just one time. Just a one time. Like, just do an exhibition in Key Biscayne and get us, maybe the court's like, I don't know, maybe the court's not good enough anymore, but why don't they just go back there for like a day? That'd be fun. Go back to the original Miami venue. All right, advantage Pegula. Advantage Pegula. So I'm going to look here. What else do they do? I think they only do baseball. Yeah, it's only baseball. It's a 6th MLB stadium to have a retractable roof. All right, Pegula holds. 2-1 Anisimova with a break. All right. It's probably under maintained. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. But they're just showing the it looks so weird. Having a tennis court on a baseball field looks so. It kind of looks stupid. I can be honest. It's so dumb. It doesn't look. It looks like it's okay. I'm not. Whatever. It's like why it's so far away. It's like there's a slight like little there's one. Okay, I'll explain what's going on. So you've got like one side of the court has like a challenger level grandstand, right? So it's like a small little tier of like probably about 10 rows of seats, right? That go all along the sideline. Then they've got the back of the court, I think, is photographers, and then they've kind of like shoved it in the corner of a baseball field where the seats for the stadium are there, which is kind of like a horseshoe, and they kind of like shoved it into the corner. But there's a gap between one sideline and the front row of the baseball stadium. So it's like it's a humongous like empty space with nothing there. And it doesn't, to be honest, there doesn't look like there's many people there, which kind of sucks. Like that's not a good, like, even though it looks really weird, I mean, there's not that many people there. I'll tell you this, right? It's different. I think it looks kind of silly, but it's different. I'll tell you the best tennis court they've made was when they did COVID during COVID. They did that Austria exhibition, or was it German? And they were in an airfield. That was sick. When they were in an airport hangar, do you remember that? That was the best like makeshift tennis court. That was so sick. When they played alongside like air, like there was a plane like on the sideline and that was so cool. That was so cool. It was like Dominic Thiem playing and stuff. And it was in an airplane hangar. That was so cool. This is just awkward. I feel like this is an awkward. It must be awkward for the players. I mean, it can't be that. Is it loud? It must be quiet, right? I mean, yeah. So Osaka and Sabalenka have been moved to the second match. So Kyrgios and Paul are playing first, which is really, really frustrating because I wanted to watch that match. But whatever. Yeah, Kyrgios and Paul are playing right now. Yeah. All right. 30-15. As Anisimova 40-15. Are the players' benches in the dugout? That would be kind of cool. Ah, 40-15. As with a fault, second serve. As the return goes into the forehand of Anisimova. Pegula backhand to the backhand of Anisimova. As Pegula can't get that one. Anisimova 3-1. 3-1. It's like when they play college basketball in massive stadiums, is it? It looks unnatural, yeah. It also is very like I can't hear the crowd, but I can hear this like weird like rumbling noise. Can anyone else hear that? I don't know. It's almost like you can hear the like a highway. It sounds like, in the distance you can hear like cars driving past, and it's like that like kind of noise. Can anyone else hear that, or is it just me? Maybe I'm going crazy. Love 15. Pegula is getting smoked here. This is not even close. She has not been in this match at all. As Anisimova returns long, and it's 15-0. But chat, you know what's going to happen, right? You know what's going to happen. It's going to go 3. It has to. It has to. It has to. They've got an hour and 15 minutes to kill. They have to go 3. It has to be. Yesterday was so funny when it was like the commentators even mentioned it. They were like, for the first like hour and 15 minutes, Anisimova wasn't missing any returns against Pegula on Pegula's serve. And then, all of a sudden, at the very end of the match, when Pegula was looking like she was going to be out of it, Anisimova started missing returns, and then it went to a tiebreak. And the commentators were like, yeah, she's been missing returns for the first time all day for the last 10 minutes. And I'm like, that's weird. 30-15. Maybe she was nervous. Good 4-1 winner there from Anisimova. 30-0. But Pegula yesterday did not play well. Even though she won, she was not playing well until the very end when Anisimova started to make some errors. And right now, Anisimova is just dominating. I know it's an exhibition and we shouldn't get so serious, but I think this, I said, out of all the exhibitions, I think this matchup is important for next year. Because next year, these two haven't played for so long. And next year, this is going to be a matchup, I'm sure, a couple of times next year. And even though Pegula did win yesterday, I still think Anisimova, if she wins this one, Anisimova will come out thinking, I can beat Pegula in a real match. Like I think Anisimova is going to gain a lot of confidence from these two exhibitions, because she played better yesterday for the most part against Pegula, and then now she's dominating. Even though it's an exhibition and she probably won't be dominating for long because that's not fair. The crowd didn't pay for a 6-1, 6-1. But I would say Anisimova likes this matchup. I think most of this match and yesterday's match, Anisimova's been the one who's been controlling it. So if they play for real next year, she'll like her chances. I think Anisimova, even though she's never beaten Pegula, which is a little bit strange, but I think if they played in Australia next year, I think Anisimova would like her chances. Especially because Sabalenka dominates Pegula, and Anisimova is very much like Sabalenka. 3-2. Pegula holds. And then after this, we've got Alcaraz versus Fonseca, which is going to be fun. I wonder if more people will show up to that one. I hope so. It would kind of be shit if nobody showed up to the next one, and then this was just like not good. Because this Fonseca Alcaraz like exhibition, as soon as it was announced, everyone was losing their minds. And if the crowd don't show up to it, then it's not going to have the same atmosphere as if they actually played in a real match, right? I mean, it's probably not going to anyway, but it would be a shame if like we're all hyped for this, even though it's not a real match. But then if like no one shows up and the crowd's like dead and it's boring and shit, like not the match boring, but like the atmosphere feels like everyone's bored and everyone's asleep, that would take away from like how big of a matchup this is. Like this is a big deal, right? First time they're playing each other. Everybody wanted them to play the Laver Cup. You know, they didn't obviously put them up against each other because Agassi wanted to win. He didn't want to just appease the crowd and give everybody the fun match. He wanted to win, so he put the higher ranked players against Alcaraz instead, because Laver Cup's not an exhibition. And then they never played. Like they didn't play. I don't think they came close to playing. Fonseca came close to playing Sinner, I think, but not Alcaraz. But I can't remember when that was. So now they're playing in an exhibition, but it's like one step closer to the real thing. And I think Fonseca's going to take it pretty seriously. So that's going to be fun. Because if he starts playing serious, Alcaraz will also have to lock in. I'll tell you what, I'll be honest, if you're sitting behind the court on an angle, that's so shit. Like, let me show you what it looks like, right? I can't show you, I'll draw it, right? So this is what the court looks like, right? So you've got the court like this. On this side, right, you've got stands, right? So people are sitting here like a normal tennis match, right? Sorry, wrong way, my bad. So what, you've got people on this side, right? So this is what the stadium looks like. It's like, okay, we'll put in like 10 seats here, right? 10 row of seats here on this side. They've got like a little row of seats here, like for probably for like cameramen and stuff, right? And then the stadium goes like this. On an angle, it's like this. If you're sitting here and you're sitting like this way and you're facing this way, how annoying is that? What if you're sitting in this chair here and you have to like look this way, but you're facing this way? It's so annoying. By the way, this is actually like really far, like it's probably more like out here, right? It's more like the stadium like seats are out here somewhere. But like these poor people behind the court are like, they're sitting like this and then they've got to go like this to watch the match. That's so annoying. They've got to be the cheap seats. If you bought that seat, you better be paying $50, like maybe $20. I wouldn't be paying more than $20 to sit there. That's awkward as hell. These seats here are probably like thousands. Yeah, they've got to be the discounts. Like, there's no way that you're paying more than $30 on those chairs. Because not only do you have to sit there like that for an hour and maybe miss half the match, but then you've got to go to the chiropractor afterwards. So, you know, it's a safety hazard. So they can't be charging people more because they've got to go pay the bills for the doctors to fix their neck afterwards. 4-2. Brutal. Four-two. 4-2. Anisimova is dominating. Love 15. Love 15. As Pegula makes another error. Love 30. Love 30. Chance for Anisimova to get that double break. This is so similar to yesterday. Anisimova, I think she was down 2-love and then she ran away with it. But yeah, Pegula is making a lot of errors. Love 40. Now, Sabalenka Osaka, they changed the schedule because we're going to watch that instead. But then they decided to put the men on first, which ruined everything. So, thanks a lot, Madison Square Garden. Kind of silly that they would put on two high-profile exhibitions on at the same time. It's kind of silly. Surely they could have put one on tomorrow night. Like, this Miami thing could have been tomorrow. I can understand Madison Square Garden's probably not available every day because, like, you know, basketball and stuff, so they probably had to get that done today. But this, I mean, maybe, I don't know, the Marlins playing. No, it's baseball's over. Why would they? Stadium's empty. Anyways, that goes out by Pegula. And Anisimova goes 5-2 with a double break. They could have pushed this one day and then put the Garden Cup on before, and we could have had like 4 days of exhibition. That would be fun if they did like an exhibition, like the Tour of America, right? They do like, where have we been? We've been to, last week I think they went to Charlotte. This week they've gone to Jersey, New York, and now Miami as well. It would be cool if they did like a tour, you know, like a. But it's just like the normal tournaments. where every tournament's just trying to get people into their tournament. Television doesn't matter. All right. (5-2) Anisimova is cruising. Like, this is not even close. All right, but we do have what's his? We do have Osaka. Not Osaka. We have Alcaraz playing next. What's going on with Paul and Kyrgios? Okay, so they're just starting Paul and Kyrgios. It is. Oh no, Kyrgios has a break. Wow. Okay, Kyrgios up 4-2. Interesting. Wow. Impressive. 5-2. Anisimova serving for the set. She has been dominant in this matchup. By the way, they've got another hour until the next match, so they've got to slow down. Slow down. All right, Pegula hits a winner. It's 15-0. All right. As Pegula hits, Anisimova hits another winner, 30-15. By the way, Tennis Channel trying to convince everybody that this court position was a good idea. As Pegula hits a drive shot, there you go. I usually don't hear the commentary of stuff, but it's really funny to hear commentary be like, what a beautiful stadium. It's like, yeah, but the tennis court looks weird. Like, I know they can't say it looks terrible, but that's why we can. Chat, if you're watching this, do you like the way they've constructed the court? I think it looks awkward. And this move, it's a backhand winner, and she's got set point 40-30. Like they're saying like, oh wow, what a beautiful stadium. Oh, it looks great. Trust me, there's a lot of people. You can't see them, but there's a lot of people here. Trust me. Show the people. I can't see them. There's a lot of people in the front rows. Trust me. Don't worry about it. Are there? Show the people. There's a lot of Brazilian jerseys. I can see that. Okay, so nobody in the chat likes it. Okay. Anyways, 40-30. Back in a minute by Anisimova, and we get to deuce. There's a lot of Brazilian jerseys. That's cool. A lot of yellow jerseys around. Also, I think Ronaldo's there, not Cristiano, the original Ronaldo. I think he's there, the Brazilian Ronaldo. I saw a photo of him and Alcaraz earlier, so he's there, which is cool. All right, advantage Anisimova. Advantage Anisimova. As Anisimova with an ace, all right. Anisimova 6-2. Just like yesterday, dominated. The original Ronaldo, yeah. 6-2. Anisimova dominates. All right. It looks silly. Yeah. I mean, there's not much they could do, though. to be a little nicer, there's not much they could have done. Like, either way, the court would be awkward at some point for some people. It's very far away. Like, if you're sitting in the front row on the left side, it's very far from this. Like, you can't see much. But what can you do? What can you do? Not play in a baseball stadium. Maybe that's, go to a rectangular venue. Maybe, I don't know. Go play at, go to the Dolphins arena or whatever. Hard Rock Cafe, what is it? Hard Rock Arena? By the way, Tennis Channel, where are the people? What are you talking about? It's packed. Empty seats everywhere. I can see empty seats, like, we're not about packed. Trust me, it's packed. There are people, but it's also, there's a lot of empty chairs. What are they talking about? What are they looking at that I can't see? The court suits the occasion exhibition. Yeah. It is an exhibition, so who cares? All right. Pegula to serve first in the second. She has been outplayed against Anisimova for the last 2 days, except for yesterday when she won the tiebreak. Overall, Anisimova has dominated this matchup the last 2 days. Six-two. Sabalenka's playing later. Unfortunately, we're going to watch her instead, but her match got moved, and they put Kyrgios on first, which just ruined the plan. 15-love as Pegula serves the fault second serve. As Anisimova return winner. 15-0. As it a backhand pick up from Pegula at the net, and then Anisimova with a pass, Pegula with a volley, Anisimova with a pass, Pegula with a volley, and then Anisimova with an easy backhand winner. 15-30. Anisimova is dominating. Now, Sabalenka and Kyrgios are not playing until after Christmas. That match is not happening until after Christmas. 15-30. Is it a backhand to the forehand of Anisimova? Drop shot in the net. 30-0. You can tell that Anisimova's like, I gotta take it down a notch because we gotta play 3 sets here because we got another hour until the guys are ready. And Anisimova's hitting trying to hit drop shots and trying to hit serve and volleys and stuff. Like, you can tell that Anisimova's like, all right, I'm too good. I need to relax. You could, like, again, chat, this is an exhibition. But you could tell. You could just feel like Anisimova's just kind of nerfing her game a little bit. She's playing too good, and Pegula's not playing well enough to compete with her at the moment. So Anisimova has to relax. Because she can't beat her 6-2, 6-2 because they're on a schedule. Anyway, slice down the line. Pegula gets it with a drop shot, but it's wide. Pegula's just not playing well at all. Yesterday and today, for the most part, Pegula just is not... Like, Anisimova's like, okay, we're going to do an exhibition, but we're going to play really high-level Wimbledon final... bad example. Wimbledon, US Open final standard, right? They're like, let's play that. And Pegula's like, yeah, let's do that. But Pegula just can't hang with Anisimova at the moment. Pegula just doesn't have that level in her right now. 30-40. Anisimova return. Winner. There it is. All right. 1 love. Anisimova's like, Should I relax? What's going on? All right. All right. Anisimova. Yeah, Sabalenka's playing later, but we'll keep you up to date with the score later. All right. Pegula hits in the net. 15 love. Now, Sabalenka or Osaka's at another... They're not here. They're at another stadium. They're in another venue, another thing. They're not here right now. All right, 30 love. Pegula hits a return long, 40 love. Now, we're not watching Sabalenka because Alcaraz is playing at the same time. We're watching Alcaraz instead. The plan was to watch Sabalenka now and then watch Alcaraz after, but because for some reason in the Garden Cup they decided to put Kyrgios on first, we can't watch Sabalenka and Alcaraz at the same time. I don't have the power to do that. We can't do a doubleheader. So, yeah, it's kind of shit. And Alcaraz Fonseca is probably a more important match anyway, because Sabalenka is going to play it like an exhibition. I think the more interesting matchup is Alcaraz Fonseca. Like that's the match that has more, just has more interest, you know. And we already watched Osaka versus Sabalenka the other day, so we don't, and we saw that Sabalenka was really taking it super easy. she was not taking that match super serious, which is fine. So that's the plan. I love 15. I'll tell you again, Anisimova dominating. I don't know if she needs to relax because this is over in an hour. We've got too much time on our hands. They're going to have to play a baseball game in between just to fill in the time. As the backhand return goes in the net by Anisimova, 15-0. Now, Sabalenka's playing later. She's playing in New York in about an hour. But so is Alcaraz in Miami, so. Something tells me Pegula's going to win this set. I don't know what it is, but good drop shot Pegula. Anisimova gets it. Up goes a lob by Pegula. And then Anisimova volleys it away. Anisimova is just toying with Pegula. 15-30. All right, 15-30. So Anisimova missed the return. 30-0. All right, 30-0. So in the form of Anisimova, great return winner. All right, 30-40. Why is this match so weird? I know it's an exhibition, but it seems like they don't even want to be there. Help me out. No, I agree. Yeah. 30-40. I'll tell you how I'm seeing it right now after this point. Backhand return goes in the forehand of Pegula, forehand from Anisimova. Into the forehand of Pegula is Anisimova slice. Pegula with the backhand down the line. Great shot. Anisimova puts up a lob. And Pegula comes in, puts it away. Deuce. Okay, so So exhibitions, right? There's sort of like an unwritten, and maybe it's not even unwritten. Maybe it's like actually said to the players beforehand, like, hey, you're going to start at this time, 7 o'clock. The men's match is going to start at 8:30. So you have 1.5 hours to play your match. And ideally, because, they don't want to have 30 minutes between matches or 20 minutes, they don't want to have a break between men and women's matches, right? They want to just go straight into the next one, back to back. It's like you've got an hour and a half to fill that time with the tennis match. So winning in 45 minutes or an hour is not ideal for anybody. The crowd's not going to be happy to sit around and do nothing for 30 minutes if they finish early, and the tournament or the event want the matches to, fill the time. So, that's what I'm saying. I think Pegula's going to win this set because they got 45 minutes till the men's match starts. So they got 45 minutes. You got to play 45 more minutes. It's an hour and a half. You got to fill the time, that's why it feels weird, right? Because it doesn't feel competitive, even though it's an exhibition. But what I'm seeing in this match, and we saw it yesterday as well, is Anisimova right now is way too good for Pegula. And Pegula is not playing well. If we had stats, you would see that Pegula is playing bad. But Anisimova can't really dominate this match, because if she dominates this match and wins in less than an hour, then it's going to ruin the schedule, if that makes sense. So she's kind of got to drag this out a little bit more, which means she has to kind of nerf. She's not really going. She's not. If this was a normal match, she would be up 4-love by now, and she'd probably be out of here in an hour. If this was a real match and Pegula was playing this level. Because Anisimova is just too good. And the same thing happened yesterday, right? Anisimova was winning, and then all of a sudden she started losing, and you're like, how'd that happen? It felt kind of out of nowhere, and it did, because it was one of those. Again, it feels weird, because it's I don't know if there's a written rule of you have to fill the time, but it definitely feels like Anisimova's okay, I'm going to stop dominating so then we can have a closer match, so then we can, fill the time. I could be wrong, though, because Anisimova might win this 6-love, and then we're out of here in 10 minutes. But you know what I'm that's why it kind of feels weird. But it's an exhibition, so who cares? But you can tell that Anisimova sort of wants to play at a certain level to show her tennis. Pegula's not on that level right now. If Pegula was playing well, then they could play high-level tennis, and it could be a serious exhibition, kind of Six King Slam, right? But Pegula's just not. She's just not playing well enough to allow Anisimova to, play well but not dominate, right? Anisimova is the one who's playing at a great level, but it's too good. It's too good for an exhibition, right? As Anisimova hits a backhand in the net, again, it's weird. Whereas Sabalenka and Osaka. Sabalenka was doing tweeners. She was hitting underarm serves. You could tell that Sabalenka, she played that like an exhibition, right? She was not there. She was trying to win, but also she wasn't taking it. These two ladies are taking this, like we saw yesterday, they're taking this more serious, because it kind of does make a difference, this match. Because if they play next year, these matches will be in the back of their minds as the last time they played each other, and Anisimova, I would say, would probably take a lot of confidence out of this. And we saw yesterday with Alcaraz and Tiafoe, they were just having fun, right? Alcaraz lost, but it didn't feel like he cared. And Tiafoe won, but it also didn't feel like he cared that he won, right? It was not about winning or losing. So, yeah, I don't know. You got to have a certain type of play to do exhibitions. As that goes the net by Pegula, Anisimova is advantage Pegula. You got to have two players that don't care about the result and are just going to show off, highlights, or you've got to have two players that are going to play at such a high level they can play super serious, but it's going to be very good quality. This is in the middle, where like the quality is not really good from Pegula right now. As Anisimova hits that wide and Pegula on the board, 2-1. Somebody tells me she's going to break back though. Yeah, so it's a weird one. This feels like a weird match, right? The next match will be interesting though, because Alcaraz coming off yesterday where he was just having fun. If Fonseca decides to play serious, Alcaraz is going to have to lock in and stop smiling. Like, that would be interesting if that happens. Because Fonseca, I feel like, is going to take it a lot more serious as an opportunity to show everybody that he can play Alcaraz, right? Because they've never played before. Whereas Alcaraz is probably going to come out here after the Tiafoe match and try and hit fancy tweeners and shit. So the next match, we'll see. It'll be interesting to see how Alcaraz reacts to it, right? And what if Alcaraz takes it serious or not. Exhibition matches should definitely be about entertaining the crowd and having fun, as they don't count for ranking points and official head-to-head. Oh, but yeah, exactly. But yeah, this is why this match is weird, because, like I said, yes, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter for the stat. Like, the stats don't matter, right? It doesn't matter if Pegula wins. It doesn't get recorded. Nobody will remember it. And if Anisimova wins this match, it won't be remembered as like, it doesn't go down as a head-to-head, right? But considering where these ladies are ranked, right, 4 and 6 in the world, also considering they haven't played for 18 months, and since Anisimova's rise, they haven't played. So even though it is an exhibition and it's all fun, there is still that, like, I don't want, especially for Pegula, I don't want you to beat me because, like, I don't want you to beat me because I've never lost to you before and I don't want to give you any confidence, right? Because Anisimova, if she beat Pegula both times, the next time they'd play, you'd say, well, even though they're exhibitions, the confidence got to go to Anisimova. By the way, they've got celebrity on the court with the tennis rackets. That's fun. Hey, Suzanne, thank you for the 16 months. As a tier 3. Appreciate that. We are overthinking it. I mean, yes, we are, but also I think this matchup is the any sort of like, it does have a little bit of something at stake. By the way, I have no idea what's going on. Anisimova serving to a DJ. I don't know who this is. Who's this celebrity? It's so funny watching people that don't play tennis play tennis. Anyways, Anisimova's going to lose the point here. Yeah, they're going to make up, exactly, they're going to make up the time. I told you, hey, they're going to fill in like 10 minutes. I don't know who this guy is. Does anyone know who this guy is? Must be a Miami celebrity. They're just mucking around now. Who is this guy? Renowned Miami-based DJ. A Miami DJ. Yeah, I'm familiar. Sabalenka at what time, my brother? She's playing on like an hour. In like an hour. Unfortunately, we're not watching her, but Pegula, by the way, is just hanging out at the sidelines doing nothing. She's been excluded from this exhibition. By the way, I think Keegs won the first set against Paul. Where can we watch this score? I'll keep you updated. Paul will be letting Kyrgios win. I don't know. I feel like Keegs played pretty well against Shelton, considering. Like he pushed Shelton pretty well the other day. Didn't feel like Shelton was playing it safe. Oh, back 2-1. By the way, did we watch Shelton versus Alcaraz last year, or did we? I think I was in Japan when that happened. Oh no, we did watch it. It must have been just before I left. We did watch, Shelton versus Alcaraz in this tournament last year. Sorry, in the Garden Cup. It must have been just before I left. All right, Anisimova double faults. Chat, what do I get if Pegula wins this set? Because she's going to win the set, right? It's either going to be a close... Anisimova's not going to win this set 6-3. It's going to be a close set, or it's going to be a third set. Pegula will break back. If she can hit the ball into the court. 40-15. Yeah, Kyrgios is... he won the first set 6-4. That's cool. And now he's talking to the crowd. All right, 40-15. As Anisimova hits it out, 40-30. You get an accurate prediction, that's what you get? Okay. By the way, is Keegs unsponsored? I think Kyrgios has not got a sponsor. Because he's wearing like random ass... Was he wearing proper gear the other day? Or was... He's wearing like random shit that you'd buy from... I mean, he doesn't look like he's playing tennis. He looks like he's going to the beach or something. Anyways, Anisimova hits it out. We get the deuce. I don't think Kyrgios is sponsored anymore by Nike. What's he wearing? He's wearing like a bit of everything. Has he got his own brand, maybe? Anyways, we get to deuce. As it a backhand into the slice of Pegula. Forehand from Anisimova. Pegula backhand. Anisimova forehand again. Pegula slice. Anisimova forehand again. Pegula slice. Anisimova another forehand. As Pegula gets this one. Anisimova backhand. Goes long. I'll tell you, chat, that rally just showed exactly what I was saying and why Pegula's got a break point is because Anisimova she was hitting the ball so nice. Friendly. Very friendly and kind. She could have unleashed on like 3 forehands and would have hit a winner off one of them. But she was playing it so nice. First break point of the day, by the way. Surprise. Second serve, she was not playing aggressive at all. She was like just pushing the forehand deep into the court it was still hard for Pegula to get back, but she was not hitting the ball hard at all. She was like, forehands, yeah, okay, just like it was like a warm-up rally. I told you, she's nerfing her game. She accidentally hits an ace down the tee. She has to nerf her game because they've got another 35 minutes. All right. A forehand rally. As Anisimova into the front of Pegula. Pegula hits a winner. Anisimova doesn't even run for it. Chat. Come on now. All right, deuce. Kyrgios still listed a Nike guy? Yeah, did he wear it the other day though? I can't remember. Double fault on Anisimova, advantage Pegula. He's still with Nike? Well, why is he not wearing it today? Did he forget to bring it? All right, another break point, Pegula, to get back on serve. As the return goes in the front of Anisimova, Pegula with a volley lob. Goes long, we get back to deuce. Back to deuce. Kyrgios is not wearing Nike. I don't know who you're watching, chat, but he is not wearing it. Yeah, Kyrgios is not wearing Nike. He is not sponsored by Nike anymore. There's no way. He is wearing some ass. That's harsh. Some random ass brand. I'm sure it's lovely. It's great. I'm going to find out what it is. But they're never going to sponsor me now. I have no idea. It's wearing some random brand. Not ass. Then it looks cool, but it's not ass. All right, I meant that was not what I said. But yeah, I don't think he's sponsored by Nike anymore because he is not. He wasn't wearing it against Shelton. He wasn't wearing Nike, and he's not wearing Nike now. All right, we're back on serve. Who would have thought? What a surprise! Oh my god, I can't believe it. 2-0. Yeah, he's wearing like a S star or S asterisk or something. I don't know. I have no idea what brand this is. But it's definitely not Nike. All right, 15-0. But yeah, Kyrgios is not with Nike anymore. Stack Athletics he's wearing Stack Athletics, not a sponsor, but if they want to sponsor me, feel free. There's your free plug. Yeah. So there was an article written about it a couple of weeks ago. Kyrgios named as owner and creative director. Well, now he's never going to sponsor me because I accidentally said ass. All right. I think it's a Kyrgios. Yeah, he's the owner and creative director of Stack Athletics, which is what he's wearing. So it's his own brand. Which we're gonna just delete the stream because I meant random ass brand, not an ass brand. I'm sure it looks fine. Yeah, so it's a Kyrgios. It's a Kyrgios. His own brand. Or it's now his, like he's jumped on as an owner and creative director. So maybe it was already a thing, but then he's now fully associated with them. Tennis has its traditions. I've never cared about fitting into them. So Kyrgios, as creative director, that's the energy I'm bringing to Stack. Raw, expressive, unapologetic. This brand is for people who show up exactly as they are, no filters. Nick is a massive addition to the team, bringing style, attitude to help drive our company forward. There you go. So Stack Athletic. 30-0. By the way, Paul has a break. So there you go. That's interesting. I don't know if he's still using Yonex, so he's still with the racket. As that goes the net from Anisimova, and we get to deuce. By the way, I don't know where this what the commentators are listening to, but they're like, "Oh my god, this is such a great atmosphere." I hear nothing. I don't hear the crowd. I hear crickets. Am I deaf? Am I not hearing? I don't hear anybody in the crowd making noise. They're like, "What an atmosphere! Oh my god, there's so many people here." I'm like, "Where? Where is everybody? I don't hear shit." Show me the people, and why is it so quiet? Yeah, we'll just edit that out. Yeah. Yeah. Wow, what an atmosphere. What are you listening to? Are you listening to like a basketball game somewhere else? Or what are you doing? I don't hear anything. I'm concerned for my own head. Am I deaf? I'm scared. I think I just can't. I don't hear it. I'm scared. I'm going to have to go to the doctor now. Shit. I can't see the crowd and I can't hear them. What's wrong with me? They're gaslighting me, chat. That's what's happening. They're like, oh, it's a really good atmosphere. Where? Are they talking about a different thing? Are they talking about this match? What are they talking about? I can't. I'm losing my mind. Advantage Pegula to try and get back in front. And she does. Pegula leads 3-2. Who would have thought? They're trying to hype it up. I mean, that camera angle doesn't help because it's showing the part of where there's no one. the stadium where there's empty because there's no one allowed to sit there. But it does look, to be honest, to be fair, it does look busier than about 30 minutes ago. But I can't hear shit. Like the atmosphere, maybe they can hear it because they're in the stadium, but I can't hear it. The microphones are not picking up the noise of the crowd. I can hear them now that they're showing like people on the screen. They're showing random, I don't know who that is. They're showing celebrities who are in the stadium. Maybe the courtside microphones are too far away from the crowd so we can't hear it. Just can't hear them. Imaginary friends. Yeah. All right. All right. I'll tell you, though, the next match will definitely have... I mean, if that doesn't have an atmosphere, then there's something wrong with the audio because that would be crazy. Kyrgios score right now. Paul's up 5-2 in the second. 6-4 Kyrgios, 5-2 Paul is the score. All right. I mean, there is definitely... I mean, I can hear the crowd now. But... But yeah. It's a weird atmosphere, yeah. Cam Rant hearing from another room, new octaves achieved. All right. Pegula got back in front. By the way, chat, I feel like this is exactly the same score as yesterday. Is this exactly the same as yesterday? I think the only difference was that Pegula was up 2-love in the first set and then she lost 6-3. But I'm besides that, I think this is pretty similar. Like, I'm pretty sure Anisimova was up 6-3 2-love yesterday. And then she got broken at 2-1 to get back on serve. Pegula won the set 7-5. Pretty sure that's what happened yesterday. Did they just reusing the script from yesterday? It's crazy. They're actually down 15-30. What the hell? Did they just... Same script? I know, right? They should have said, hey, look, I'm going to win the first set today. Pegula, they should have... You know what should have happened, right? This is how... Okay, chat. I know it's an exhibition. Let's not think too hard. It hurts. This is what they should do. Anisimova, who is playing much better than Pegula, she should have let Pegula win the first set. And then, in the second set and the final tiebreak, Anisimova should have just gone crazy. That would have been a better result. And because then you would have seen the best of Anisimova. if she loses the first set, it kind of gives her permission to fight back. And if she goes crazy and wins 6-love in the second, it doesn't matter because they get a third set, right? That's how this should have been played. Anisimova should have let Pegula win the first set. And then Anisimova should have played that ridiculous level in the second and the final set. That's how it should have been. All right, Anisimova holds, by the way, 3-0. If it's scripted, they should have scripted it that way. They can't just use the same script as yesterday. It's crazy. Because now it's weird because Anisimova has to like nerf her game to get Pegula back in the match. Whereas if she gave Pegula the first set, get to 4-4 and then like double fault by accident, right? And then Pegula's up 5-4 and then Anisimova plays a bad game. That would have been, and then Anisimova could have come in and just gone like, I'm just going to hit my backhand and show everybody how good I am and win 6-1 and then, then go to the tiebreak. It would have felt a little less weird. It's much stranger seeing Anisimova play really well and then have to play really bad. Like, do you know what I mean? Like Anisimova going from playing like untouchable tennis for a little bit of the first and Pegula couldn't stay with her, and then all of a sudden Anisimova's like, well, now we're level. How are we level? Pegula hasn't played any better. It should have gone the other way. They should have played this set first, and then the second set should have been the first set score. And then Anisimova could have played, gone down a set and then lifted in the second. All right, 30-love. As Pegula hits a lovely drop shot, it's 40-love. Now, we're not watching Sabalenka because Sabalenka's playing at the same time as Alcaraz, and we're watching Alcaraz. We're watching Alcaraz. 40-love. Oh, great return winner from Anisimova, 40-15. 40-15. Is Nick no longer with Nike? I don't think he is wearing his usual baseball Nike jerseys. He's lost weight too. He's looking good. Yeah, we talked about this about 20 minutes ago. He signed on as the creative director and part owner of a new company, which is called Stack. So yeah, he's no longer with Nike. It seems. Well, no, it's obvious. So he wouldn't be signing up with a new company if he's going to wear Nike in January, right? All right. $40-30. As Anisimova hits it down the line at the slice of Pegula. But Pegula hits it out and we get the deuce. All right, deuce. As Anisimova hits it in the net. Advantage Pegula. I want to watch Sabalenka right now. Well, relax, all right, buddy? You sound like the chick from Willy Wonka who wants the golden goose, all right? Just relax. I want it now. Well, they're not playing right now, so just, stop. As with a forehand in the net by Anisimova. 4-3. 4-3. He still has Nike shoes on, though? Yeah, because he's going to wear those, but he's not wearing them to play in, right? 35 times timed out. Come on, buddy. New year, new chat. Come on now. Yeah, I think he's wearing. I don't think he's wearing them. Is he wearing them? He was wearing them on the court, but then he changed his shoes before he started the match. I want some chocolate. Yeah, that's it. What we need is Fonseca to hit a couple of really good winners and activate Carlos early. Yes, please. Yes, please. He's wearing Nike right now. I'm not watching it. Maybe they don't do shoes. Maybe this new company don't do shoes. By the way, shoes are very important in general. But athletic shoes are very important. So that's probably doesn't. I think didn't Federer wear until he signed on with On. I think Federer was wearing Nike shoes with Uniqlo when he signed on with Uniqlo, right? He stuck with the Nike shoes, right? So I think that makes sense. Because shoes are, obviously, changing shoes is like changing rackets, right? It's a massive change. Hey, what's going on, fam? How you doing? Thank you for the 6 months as a club member. Appreciate it. Kyrgios Paul update. I think it's going to a tiebreak. I'm not watching it. Let me have a look. Federer was still with Nike even until On. Yeah. So, yeah. Because, changing shoes is a big, like I said, it's like changing a racket. It's a big, it's a big, it could affect your game in a big way if you're wearing the wrong shoes, If shoes aren't, don't feel right. Holy crap, loud. Oh, yeah, so Paul and Kyrgios are in the second set still. It's 5-4, 5-3. 5-3. All right, 15 love. And Anisimova serving. Paul takes the second set, by the way. They go into a tiebreak. Wow, 15-0. As we're to 30-15. Paul is up 2 love already in this tiebreak. As Anisimova drop shot. Too good, 40-15. See, if Anisimova's hitting drop shots, you know that she's chilling. $40-15. Anisimova doesn't do drop shots are not her. That's not her best thing to do, right? She's not known for drop shots. 4-0. But look, they've got about 15 minutes. Novak wears Lacoste and Asics for shoes. You're probably right. Yeah, I think, and again, I don't know exactly exactly how the sponsorships all work and stuff, but from what I can guess is that you get a racket brand, you get a clothing brand, and then you get a shoe brand. I think they're sort of the three, right? Racket, clothing, shoes, right? They're three, and sometimes maybe sometimes they're the same, like racket and clothing could be the same. With Yonex, could be the same. Or shoes with Nike could be the same as clothing. You could, but I think they're three different contracts, maybe. Again, some of them might be combined because of Nike shoes or added Adidas or whatever, or whatever. But that's what it seems like. There's those are the three. But you have, Kyrgios is an example, right? He's got Nike shoes. He's wearing a different brand of clothing, and then he's using a Yonex. So they sort of feel like they're the three different categories of sponsorship or branding. gear, I should say. I could be wrong. Uh, 15-0. Anisimova hits it wide, 30-15. What we need is an official ATP ball sponsor. Bring it back, better quality ball on tour. Yeah, I think the tournaments do that, don't they? Don't the tournaments work with the brand, the tennis ball brands? Isn't that how it works right now? 4-15. As Anisimova hits it wide and Pegula goes to 5-4. Chat. They've got 13 minutes to fill in the time. 13 minutes to kill. All right. Pegula's going to break now. I think two things are going to happen. Either Pegula breaks, we go to a third right now, or Anisimova wins 7-5. Because I think 7-5 Anisimova would probably kill 13 minutes. Because, yeah, the mixed doubles is on next, and that's a 10-point tiebreak, so it's only, it's not a big... it's not a crazy, match. But they've got like 13 minutes to kill. So it's either going to be Anisimova wins the next 3 games, or Pegula wins this game and they go to a tiebreak. They feel like the options. I don't think they're going to play a tiebreak now and in the next. Like, if they go to a tiebreak, though, I think Anisimova wins this tiebreak. If they go to a tiebreak here, but if they go to a third, it doesn't matter who wins the tiebreak, really. I'll tell you though, if Pegula wins in the tiebreak again, it is kind of a missed, like. And look, Chad, this is just my observation, and maybe my tinfoil hat's a little bit too tight. But if Anisimova does lose both these matches yesterday and today to Pegula in a third set tiebreak, it's probably not bad for her confidence because she probably wins these matches if she plays normal, right? She probably beats Pegula. If she plays the way she was playing and she doesn't start, nerfing her game. But still, she's already 0-3 against Pegula. Now she's going to be 0-2 if she loses this match in the exhibitions. That's got to... Anisimova's got to win one of these 2 exhibitions because she's been the better player. And you've been a better player. They're not playing it like an exhibition, right? They're not doing tweeners. They're not hitting underarm serves. They're not mucking around. They're not smiling. They're playing serious. But it's just the level of Anisimova's gone up and down depending on the score. All right? And, to try and do the right thing and give the crowd some more tennis. But if she loses both these matches in this move, that's kind of dumb. That's not dumb from her, but it's just kind of silly because she should have won both the matches in straight sets. But maybe she takes the confidence out of, well, I was doing the thing, I wasn't playing. It's an exhibition, right? I wasn't playing as serious the whole time, right? So maybe even if she loses, she's like, well, if we played a real match, I would win in straights. But still, I think she'd probably want an actual win though. Right? As Anisimova 30-15. These 2 matches, I don't think Pegula can take any confidence out of either of these matches, though, because she's not played well. And I think if they did play in Australia next year, or they played early next year, Anisimova should win. And Pegula's not playing. She has not played well the last these 2 days. There's not anything she's done that's... The only reason the score's close is because Anisimova hasn't played consistently high level because it would be over too quickly. Paul wins, by the way. He beats Keegs. in a tiebreak. 10-5 in the tiebreak. 40-30. When am I going to make my Grand Slam predictions? I don't know. I do not know. 40-30. Anisimova hits a winner. It's 5-0. All right. Anisimova. Five. Anyone else feel like Anisimova is going to put the foot down here, break, and win the match? I don't know. She's got 9 minutes to kill. The next two games have to take 9 minutes. And there's a changeover, so they can, fill in the time. All right, forehand from Anisimova. Up goes a lob. Pegula hits it out. Love 15. Anisimova's put this foot down. She's had enough. Love 15. As Anisimova with a forehand passing shot, but Pegula with a nice volley. 15-0. Code violation exhibition. Yeah, Kyrgios hit a ball into the crowd. How do you give a code violation at an exhibition? That's crazy. There's no way that, if you hit a ball into the crowd, there's no way you get a code violation. That's crazy. Umpire, you crazy. You are crazy. To give a code violation... Giving a code violation in an exhibition is peak hall monitor behavior. That is okay, we get it. You're a stickler for the rules, but let's be honest, this is just for fun. Relax, everybody. That is peak hall monitor behavior by the umpire. Unless the umpire was doing it as a joke, and then it's funny. It's okay, that's funny. But if the umpire was seriously giving out a code violation, it's bro... You need to relax. 40-15. Does it go on the record? No. It's just silly. There's no way. The umpire must have been doing it as a joke, right? Code violation and laughing, right? Laughing as they gave it out. And this movement's backhand winner, 40-30. I mean, if it was hard hit into the crowd, it's kind of understandable. No, it's not. 40-30. What are you talking about? It's understandable. What do you mean? Literally an exhibition. Nothing matters. And this is my hits a forehand winner, deuce. What do you mean it's understandable? That's crazy. By the way, Kyrgios, I watched that. Kyrgios hit the ball he was aiming for the roof. He hit the ball high up into the crowd. It wasn't like he beamed it into the front row. He hit it high, almost like after a match when they hit the ball into the crowd after they, win, right? It was such a loopy lob of a crazy. Not understandable. Someone catch it? Probably. He was giving out a souvenir and he gets penalized? That's wild. I'm hoping I didn't see it. Hopefully the umpire was laughing as he gave out the code violation. Double fault Pegula. We're back to deuce. Name and shame the umpire. I don't know who it was. All right. Deuce. As a forehand now from Anisimova to the slice of Pegula. Anisimova with a forehand winner. Advantage Anisimova. 5 minutes. Advantage Anisimova. As Pegula serves an ace. And back to deuce. All right. So Anisimova hits a return long, and it's advantage Pegula. Advantage Pegula. As Pegula says, fault, second serve. Yeah, we're not watching Osaka Sabalenka because they changed the schedule and it ruined everything. Good backhand return from Anisimova. Pegula way out of court, and Anisimova puts it away, back to deuce. Back to deuce. There's a bit of backhand from Pegula into the backhand of Anisimova. Pegula forehand. Into the forehand of Anisimova. Pegula forehand again. The forehand of Anisimova. Pegula backhand on the stretch. Anisimova backhand again. The backhand of Pegula. There's Anisimova again to the backhand slice of Pegula. Anisimova comes in, puts it away. Advantage Anisimova. 3 minutes. Advantage Anisimova. Now they're playing a mixed doubles after this and then Alcaraz versus Fonseca. So we have some time. All right, first there's a fault. Anisimova's at 13 break points. Second serve. Into the forehand of Anisimova. Return the backhand of Pegula. Anisimova backhand. To the forehand of Pegula. Is Anisimova backhand again. To the backhand of Pegula. Anisimova with a forehand cross court. Pegula gets it. Anisimova, forehand down the line, is a winner. There's the break. Chad, if this finishes at 9, what is it, 8:30? 8:30 on the dot. On the screen. Chad, this is wild. Come on now. Look, Chad, we're watching this because it's fun, right? We're just having fun. We're having fun, right? But holy shit, the timing is immaculate. Like, how do they time it so well? And what a crazy, what the hell? It's crazy. They're like, for a sport, tennis is a sport that nothing starts or ends on time, right? How many times at a Grand Slam we watch 3 matches and then we've got 3 hours until the next match because the day session finishes early, right? Or the other way around, when the night session starts at midnight, and we're like, oh, but it's because tennis schedules are not good, right? But for some reason, the last 2 days, we're finishing right on time. The exact time. The next match starts in 2 minutes, and we're 1 game away from the end of this match. It's wild. That's crazy. How is that even possible? I didn't even mention the Kyrgios match. Sorry, the Sabalenka match was supposed to start 9 minutes ago. So and Kyrgios and Paul finished like 7 minutes ago. Great timing. It's just so great. I can't believe it. How is this even possible? How is this possible? 6-5. And Anisimova needs to win this game in 1 minute. Otherwise, we're going to be behind schedule. Yeah, don't bet on an exhibition, by the way. If you bet on an exhibition, you're crazy. Who bet on this? This is crazy. Anyways, Anisimova hits the first point for a winner with a lovely volley. 15-love. Lie detector count? Why would I need a lie detector? For what? As we get a return from Pegula, that goes wide. 30-love. Now, the next match, with the men's match, they don't have a time limit because there's no match after them. But the first matches, they've been very consistently 1.5 hours. Great return, Pegula, 30-15. Like yesterday was the exact same. They finished within about an hour and a half. And it just so happened that the men's match, well, the doubles was straight after, and then the men's match started right on time. It's great. I'm not complaining. I'm just mentioning it out loud because it's interesting. Anyways, good return, Pegula. Now Pegula's going to win this and prove me wrong by playing a tie break, and it's going to be like this like another 30 minutes. But 30-all. All right, 30-all. As Anisimova serves a fault, second serve. Serving to the backhand of Pegula, return. Into the forehand of Anisimova, Pegula backhand. To the backhand of Anisimova, Pegula again with the backhand to the backhand of Anisimova. Anisimova in the nets! All right. 30-40. Pegula a chance to break back, which is against the rules. As Anisimova backhand down the middle, Pegula gets it into the forehand of Anisimova. Pegula backhand. Into the backhand of Anisimova, who hits a winner down the line, and we're back to deuce. All right, deuce. I got the Grinch meal. It's underwhelming in Canada, but I got the socks. Nice. I don't know if they sell socks here. By the way, Anna Wintour is at the Madison Square Garden match between Sabalenka and Osaka. All right, match point Anisimova as the ball flies long. Advantage Anisimova to win a match against Jessica Pegula. All right, serve into the back of Pegula. Return goes in the forehand of Anisimova. Pegula. Forehand again to the forehand of Anisimova. Down the line's a great shot. Pegula slicing the net. There it is. Right on time, right? Right on time. Right on time. Who would have thought? Like clockwork, yes. Right on time. What an interesting time. It's an exhibition, it doesn't matter. But I tell you, on a serious note though, Anisimova's been the better player in this match the last 2 days. And if she had lost both matches, that would have been pretty bad. So for Anisimova to win this one, she was the better player in this matchup. So for her to lose would have been really weird. And I think if they do play next year, Anisimova will win this probably. If they play the same level, I think that Anisimova probably wins like 2-2. Like it was a pretty. When Anisimova was playing her high level, Pegula couldn't stay with her. The first sets of each yesterday and today, the first sets showed how the first set of each of these matches yesterday and today, that's what mattered. The second set, you could tell that Anisimova was like trying to make it closer so that they could fill in the time, allegedly. The first set, though, of each of these matches, Anisimova dominated, So that's all we can really take from this. And if Anisimova plays like that in 2 sets, she's going to beat Pegula probably straight sets if they play next year. By the way, they're going to do a men's mixed doubles match when the men come out. And then they're going to do the men's singles match we've been waiting for months. Kyrgios' match is already over. That stayed on script, yeah. Pegula was a bit tired on yesterday, but Amanda was sharp. Yeah, no, Pegula didn't play well yesterday either. She played well in the tiebreak at the end, but for for 90% of the match, she was getting outplayed until the last part of the second set where Anisimova started playing really bad all of a sudden. I think it's Fonseca and Anisimova, and it's will take on Alcaraz Pegula. Because remember, Raducanu was supposed to play instead of Pegula. So that's why Pegula and Alcaraz are playing doubles together. Because it was supposed to be Raducanu. All right. I'm going to merge the streams so that we can watch the men's singles. We are going to watch a little bit. We'll watch a little bit of the doubles too. But the match, and I know it's an exhibition, and if Alcaraz loses, it's an exhibition, and I get it. But in terms of in terms of what this might mean for next year, the result might not matter, right? Result might not matter. But I'm really interested to see how Fonseca plays Alcaraz. And there's going to be moments in this match that are going to be real tennis. It's not going to be just all fun and games. There will be moments in this match where Fonseca is going to do things and try tactics, because if he plays Alcaraz for real, this is a great opportunity to try out some things that maybe he could try in a real match in the future that might work or not work, right? So Alcaraz might be playing for fun, but I'm so excited to see how Fonseca does here, because I think he is going to probably try a little harder than Alcaraz, because he wants to win probably a little more. It's more important that he does well. Alcaraz could lose this match, doesn't matter. Exhibition, he tried to hit tweeners. He was playing left-handed, doesn't matter. Fonseca, it means more to him to do well here and compete. And I reckon he's gonna try and do some crazy shit. Anyways, they're gonna play some mixed doubles, and then we're gonna play that crazy match. But Anisimova wins 2-5. And she wins the second out of it's 1-1. They finished 1-1. Who would have thought?